Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is May 2019, and I'm going to be planting some eggplants in a new planter that was just finished being made, and I will have a link down in the description for that video. It gives the dimensions and what the planter was made out of. So my planter is about 12 inches deep, and I already have my hole dug here. So I'm putting in about a handful of Epsom salt, a little over a handful of Epsom salt, and I'm going to be mixing in some tomato tone, which is by Epsoma, and I will have a link down in the description for that. I'm putting in about a handful of that. Now, eggplants like a pH range of 5.5 to 7.0, but they do better with a lower pH range. So I'm just going to add a little bit of sulfur in here, not too much because I don't want to get too acidity. I put in maybe about 1/4 teaspoon. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start mixing all this around in here, and I'm going to bring my ground that I dug the hole out with and put it in, and I'm just going to start mixing this. So that way then everything's nice and mixed up, and we won't burn any of the root systems on our plants or anything like that. So you really want to make sure that you mix your fertilizer in with your soil very well. Now, the soil that's in this raised bed is about 50-50 combo of potting mix and compost. Step here. There we go. And I grew all heirloom eggplants this year. There's some they're new for me for trying. I'm trying the swad eggplant. I'm trying Little Fingers, Rosa Bianca, and I believe it's pronounced Matoya. And then I'm going with, I went again with Diamond, and Ping Tong is one of our absolute favorites, so I grew that one again this year. This is one of my eggplants here. This is the Rosa Bianca one, and I have it in the biodegradable Jiffy container, and the roots are starting to come out the bottom of this. Now, I normally like to plant my eggplants sooner than this, but unfortunately with what the weather was in Pennsylvania, they got delayed. But I do have some growing actually in the greenhouse, and I did get to put some in other containers, and I'll show you the ones in the greenhouse when I'm finished with this. Okay, that's about right. Tag out. Now, one thing that I do is I do take like the top rim off. If there's no like roots coming out the top rim, I will take this off some. You don't have to, you can just plant the entire container, but I just want to take this off a little bit. There we go. Just going to set this right in here, and I'm just going to fill back in around it here. And you got to watch the eggplants. They have like thorns on them, and they're really jaggy. I believe it was the swad got me the one day. And they will make you bleed if you get caught on it. It will. Okay, there we go. Now, I am going to be labeling this. This is one of my labels that I had purchased, and I wrote on it already. I really like these. They're bendable. I haven't had one break yet. I'll have a link down in the description for these, as well as for the plant foods that I use. So all I have to do now is just give this a gentle watering in, and it's good to go. So as these continue to grow, I will come back with more videos and I will show them to you. And I'm really excited for the varieties that I'm trying this year to actually get to taste them. I know Ping Tong is our absolute favorite eggplant. Even my dad, who is not a fan of eggplants, was out in the, he was looking in the containers last year for the Ping Tong eggplants to harvest to make and eat. So that was a big winner for us. And I know I do have some pink tongues blooming right now. I have some diamonds, they're blooming. I believe the Matoya is blooming too, and the Aswad is just getting ready to bloom. So, and one thing you want to do, I recommend hand pollinating your eggplants. I did a video on that last year, and I will have a link down in the description for that video, and that'll show you how to hand pollinate them. And one of the biggest things that I find with eggplants is if you don't hand pollinate them, they won't produce the fruit for you. So it's really important to just hand pollinate your eggplants to help get your fruit for you. And another thing that you want to do with your eggplants is these were out in the greenhouse, so they hardened off in the greenhouse, and I did learn a lesson. These were actually on the bottom of the greenhouse. They were on the floor, and I thought, well, they were still getting the sun like the rest of the plants were, but when I transplanted some of them out, because they were not in full sun all the time, they got a little sunburned. So I know next time to not put the eggplants on the bottom floor of the greenhouse, and you know, before I plant them out, to move them up to the top and let them get more sun so they don't sunburn. So it's something that I did learn this year, but we'll be back. I will show you the ones in the greenhouse here real quick that I have growing, so we'll be right back. So this one here is one of my pink tongue eggplants here, and it's in a big container, and I'm going to be growing this one here out in the greenhouse because I want to see if the heat from the greenhouse will give me more of a harvest, being that I'm growing these in Pennsylvania, than outside would. So you can see right here it did bloom, and I just occasionally snap the blossom here. Now you don't want to hit it that hard that it snaps it off, but just lightly tap it. You can also use a paintbrush and just go ahead and pollinate it that way. So this one here is the pink tongue one, and this one here is the Aswad eggplant here. And this one is getting very large. It does have some blossoms coming on it. So, but yeah, it's growing very nicely for me here. And I'm impressed with how large this particular one is getting for height-wise. Now, it is in a large container, and it is all by itself, so it doesn't have any others with it, and neither does the pink tongue. I'm waiting for this one here to bloom so I can start pollinating it. Now, one of the biggest enemies of your eggplant is flea beetles, and they will chew holes all through the leaves, and they can kill your plants if it gets bad enough. So Sea Magic does help some with that, but they're just kind of one of those nuisance things that tries to get on your plants. If you have to spray them, use like a neem oil, but spray them like early in the morning, not in the hot blazing afternoon sun. And I make sure that my eggplants stay nice and moist. I try not to let them dry out. Sometimes, you know, if you go away and you're gone longer than what you expected, the plants can get dry, so just go ahead and give them a drink of water. But these are very pleased with how well they're growing for me here. Now, another thing that you don't want to do when feeding your eggplants, you don't want to pick a plant food that has a high nitrogen content, because what will actually happen is you'll get all foliage, it'll be nice dark green, but you won't get any blooms, or you'll get very little blooms. So that's something you want to keep in mind. You want a high phosphorus for your eggplant food. So these are some of my other eggplants that I have. These are in containers. This one here is diamond here, and this one's blooming. See here, it's blooming. And then pink tongue is in this container here, and you can see they got some sunburn from. And then over here are the Aswads and the Matoya. So I do still have some in the greenhouse, some eggplants. Some are going to be growing in the greenhouse because I have to get more containers washed up to plant them in. And then I'm hoping that we're going to be able to try a new experiment this year with straw bales. So I'm waiting for those to get done so I can plant some in there to see how they do. So you can see this one here, it did blossom for me here. This is the Matoya here, and I just kind of snap the blossom. Sometimes you'll actually see the pollen falling from them. And this one over here is another Matoya, and this one's getting ready to bloom here. So the Matoyas are blooming. I'm waiting for the Aswad eggplant to bloom. You can see it does have the blossoms in here. So these kind of got some sunburn too. If I would have caught it sooner, I could have put a light covering over it to help give it some shade, but I didn't know that this was happening until they looked like this. But it will recover from it. It's not what I wanted to happen, but it will still recover from it. So as these continue to grow, I will come back with more videos and I'll show them to you. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. I'll try to put a new video on. You can also follow me on Twitter. I will have a link down in the description for my Twitter account. Thank you for watching and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!